Today's topic of discussion is digital social activities. Before going to have discussion on digital social activities, first we need to revive what we have discussed in previous lecture. Previously, we tried to discuss digital sociology as a subdiscipline of sociology and try to discuss that how digital sociology as a discipline focusing on the information technology as an institution, as an agency which is literally having impact on our everyday life. How information technology creating the platform for having the dynamics of the digital realities, dynamics of the social action that we are performing as a social actor, and we try to understand the complexities of the social relationship. We also try to discuss that as a student of digital sociology, that what's the pattern of social realities and how it could be related to the functions of the different social institutions, because information technology has a profound influence over the functions of the institutions and ultimately defining the social structure of society. So today's discussion is on digital social activities, and we are going to focus on social activities first, right? We need to focus on the sociology of social activities, and then we try to discuss digital social activities, which is a particular social activity in the digital world. So what the social activities? In sociology, we try to understand the social action of the social actor, how social actor perceiving the social reality, what is the construction of social reality as he perceived by as perceived by the social actor, and the social activities that he is performing in the society having some sort of pattern that can be related to the structure of society. The performance of the social activities of the social actor gives an idea of the pattern of social relationship. We are performing the different activities so that the activities could be related to the pattern of the functioning of the social institution. The activities could be related to the formation of the network while having the understanding of the social connections, social network, and web of social relationship. And social activities is actually the action of the social actor, that what the social actor is performing in the society, and that performance or the action of the social actor is being studied in sociology, where being a sociologist, we try to understand the dynamics of social action, that what is the subjective meaning behind the social action and why the social actor is performing a particular social activities. And we need to have the understanding of the different types of social action, and that different types of social action could be understood in relation to the subjective meaning behind the performance of the actor. We have a distinct research methodology to understand that micro level interaction between the social actor and the construction of the social realities and how they are performing the social activities. So in the light of that discussion, we need to situate the discussion of digital social activities and how digital social activities are particular dimension, particular aspect which the student of digital sociology need to focus on. Digital social practices here, the main activities in which digital sociologists can engage would be like professional digital practices. That first we need to focus on that how professionals are using the digital media for the performance of digital practices, because in digital sociology the gravity of the discussion lies in the understanding of the pattern, how the digital technology having influence over the practices that the social actor performing in the society, and the information technology somewhat creating the pattern or changing the pattern or providing some sort of platform by which the practices could be changed, influenced, impact, and manipulated. So professional digital practices somewhat the practices which is being done by the professional using the digital platform and using information technology and situating their practices in the digital world. Digital social practices using digital media tools for professional purposes. Here we need to understand professional purposes, right? As we discussed that activities has some sort of graph of the motivation, and being a sociologist we need to look into that graph, that what is the motivation of the social actor performing particular social activity and the social action in the society. So professional purposes that we need to discuss so that we will have the understanding regarding digital professional practices. So the purpose of the professional would lie in to develop network. As we know that the professional activities are being performing across the country, across the globe, and the professional need to have the connection so that the connection could be capitalized, it should be materialized, furthering the interest of the professionalists. And the professionals can think of the expansion of network for the reaching out of the clients, and can then think of the expansion of their professional activities. They also construct an e-profile. The construction of the e-profile is for putting professional activities that the professionals are doing, putting all the credentials that they have in their academic life, what they have achieved so far, what is their expertise, how they are dealing with the clients, and according to the development of the e-profile, they are creating some sort of connection with the people. The client accessing the e-profile on the internet and get to know about the professional activities of the professionals, and they think that any of the particular professional can be suited to the requirement of the client could connect to that professional and hiring the services. And for that purpose, the construction of e-profile is important, and even the publicized the content that need to come in the public platform. With the use of internet, this e-profile could be the online identity of the professionals. The professionals literally putting all the professional activities on the digital platform by which the clients could be connected and get to know about the professional activities of the professional. Either it would be doctors, lawyers, teachers, professors. We all are having our e-profile. If you access my profile, it is there on the web page of the department where you can access my research work. You will get to know about my academics. You will get to know about the publication of my research, publication of my book, what I have done till now so far in my academic life. You get to know what actually my aspirations are, what my corporate life is. So this e-profile somewhat gives the idea to the clients and the students so that they can have the connection and they can explore their inspiration and aspiration by just having the accessibility to the content available online. And share research and instruct student is an innovative way where the digital society providing the opportunity to share the research to the other researchers. The researchers are getting connected where the production of knowledge could be shared, could be disseminated, and people all over the country can access to the work, and that work would be disseminated and shared at the larger society. Now coming on the professional digital practices, which may include number 1, building networks. So building network is an important domain of professional digital practices, where the network is in itself is like data, and that data furthering the interest of the professionals, furthering the interest of the corporators. They need to have the network so that they can reach out to the people across the notion of space and the notion of time, and the people are being connected to the people at the world level. So the building network is very important for the performance of the professional digital practices. How it could be possible? In the digital world, information technology is a platform which is literally providing for the development of the network, and it would be feasible for the professionals and the corporators to use this platform in creating the network. So we do have many application softwares available by which we can think of this connection. Let us discuss one by one. Twitter. Twitter is an amazing platform, online platform, which is being named as X, right? Which is being officially announced in 2023. This is the platform which is providing the opportunity to the corporators, professionals, even leaders, political leaders, industrialists, capitalists to connect to the people. Even the Prime Minister, Chief Minister, influential personalities having their account on Twitter, and they tweet about the social happenings, political functioning in the society, providing information, getting updation about the governance, providing e-governance platform. So people are being connected with the different politicians, leaders, chief ministers, prime ministers, and even the professionals, industrialists, capitalists, and using this platform for this connection. This platform is providing the opportunity of interactivity, right? It is like an online notice board where people are getting the information, and that information literally creating a sort of understanding which the users and the followers can use it for getting connection with the leaders. So Twitter is providing that platform where we can have the connection between the people and the political leaders and the corporators. The another application software is Facebook. Facebook in itself is creating the global community. It is having more than 3 billion users, right? And Facebook literally providing the platform where the people are getting connected. They are having the connection beyond the notion of space and time, that they are being connected across the country and at the global level. Facebook is providing the opportunity of interactivity where the multimedia would be interactive mode, where the users, subscribers, and the and the persons who are being connected with this platform having this opportunity that they can update their recent happenings, they can provide any form of information, and having the opportunity to upload their photographs, video, and what they are think that it is important to be published online. And the people that they have the connection, they are getting access to the content that you are sharing on the Facebook, and accordingly you are initiating the process of interactivity, right? So even the news channels are also posting the news on the Facebook, and this providing the opportunity for the people to have the interaction. They can comment, they can reflect upon their ideas over there, they can have the interaction, what they think about that particular news, what is being happening in the society, it is being observed by the society, and they can have their own interaction. The people literally having this platform of interactivity which is not being provided by the television. Television is somewhat creating the mono dialogue where the television as an electronic media providing you the plethora of information, but you don't have that interactivity. You are simply receiving the information, consuming the content, but you cannot have that possibility of interactivity. You cannot come up with your ideas, you cannot comment on it, you cannot have the platform where you can develop some sort of interaction with other people. But Facebook as a digital media, as an important application software, providing that opportunity of interactivity, which is something very amazing and innovative ways of initiating the practices. Being a student of digital sociology, we literally try to trace the pattern, how the digital media literally providing the opportunities to the people to interact, to come up with their ideas, reflect their ideas, putting their views in on the online platform, and providing the data, right? So this is the way that the Facebook is an amazing application software enhancing the activities of the people. And even the corporators, industrialists, capitalists, they are all using this platform. The entrepreneurs, they are using the Facebook, they are having their Facebook page, they are promoting their product, they are disseminating the information, they are using Facebook as a regulating agency, they are disseminating the information, and even they think of the enhancement of the activities which may boost up the production process and may regulate the goods and services in the society. So Facebook is providing multiple opportunities to the users, and the users literally using Facebook as a platform where they can think of online connection. So digital professional practices could be understood by placing ourselves in the construction of reality and think of the digital practices in the domain of the digital media, that what is the role of Twitter as an application software, what is the role of Facebook as an application software, determining the digital practices and somewhat creating a new form of social practices, a new form of social relationship. So we have another important tool which we need to discuss, like LinkedIn. It is also an amazing tool which is creating the interconnection between the professionals, between the researchers, between the professors, between the research scholars. They literally having the profile on the LinkedIn, and LinkedIn is somewhat creating the connected domain where the professionals can put their aspirations, where the researchers can put their work, they can talk of their updated knowledge, where they can have the platform where they can disseminate their research work, and even they have the opportunity to connect to the corporate world. If there would be any vacancy, so it would be available on LinkedIn, and the corporators literally having this platform so that they can post the vacancies and the requirement and the eligibility, and it is literally work as e-human resource, a software where the people who are hunting the jobs online, they are searching for opportunities, LinkedIn providing that opportunities, creating the connection among the scholars, among the professors, and even among the corporators and different businessmen. So let us discuss academia, which is again very important application software for the development of network, and the professional digital practices could be understood in the domain of these application software. Academia providing the opportunity for the researchers and the professors and the research scholars to connect themselves, right? I am having my account on academia. I am having my account in Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. I am being connected to the people. I am having my connection to the research scholars, having connection with the professionals, researchers, and this channel of connection I am using for furthering my own interest, my research interest. I get to know about the update in my research domain. Digital sociology is my research area. If there would be any updation in this area, anyone who is working on this area of digital sociology, if they are publishing any research area or any research article, any research paper in the world, I get to know about it. This platform, online platform, providing me the information about the updation of knowledge. They are providing me the information that what is the new work which literally come in the world of academics, and what actually the ideas they are coming in, what they are thinking about the digital methods, what they are thinking about the theories, how they are practically implementing the methodological traditions in the understanding of society, how they are relating the theory with the practice. So I am literally getting information about the updation in the research work, and this is the way literally I am getting the connection. And academia is also providing the opportunity where I can share my work to the larger readers, professors, researchers. They are reading my work, and even that this app also update me that how many reads do I have of my particular publication, and even it is also talking about the citation, that who are citing my work and what are the different citation that I am having in my accounts. So there is always the credit of the citation in my account, and that is quite visible. Academia is providing that opportunity, which literally creating that amazing way of the connection. So another way of discussing the digital practices may be reflecting in the facilitating public engagement, right? The second part of the discussion is facilitating public engagement, where we have the opportunity which the IT is providing, the opportunity of interconnection, how they are facilitating public engagement, how public are being engaged with the institutions, and how they are developing that interactivity. It is not a one-way connection. Even the people who are being connected to the institutions, just like the political institution, just like the state, just like the corporators, just like the business, just like any other domain of social life. So this is not one way, even it is two-way. Both are providing symbiotic information, which is furthering the interest of the public and interest of the agencies and the institutions. Just like Twitter that we have already discussed, it is one of the platform which is literally enhancing public engagement. So Twitter, that part has already been covered, that we have discussed that how this application software is an important software which is literally providing the public engagements where the people can have participation, right? And that's why the political leaders who are having followers in millions, right, giving the online visibility and online identity of the political leaders, right? They are posting, they are commenting on Twitter, and the comments on the Twitter and the post on the Twitter literally creating some sort of social interaction, creating interaction on digital platform. This is what we call digital professional activities. And being a sociologist, we need to look into the pattern, that how IT literally changing the pattern or creating a pattern and somewhat creating the public engagement, right? So the blogging sites like Twitter, it is literally providing the opportunities of the connection where the public are having the connection with the celebrities, industrialists, and accordingly they are being engaged. So WordPress, this is content management system. It is also providing the opportunity to the people to have the public engagements because it is a content management system. You can manage your website yourself, right? Where if you have the IT skills and you want to publish your work, you want that your work should come in the public domain, you want that it should be visible online so that you can have larger accessibility of the content and the people are being connected to you. So your all activities, what you have performed as so far, what you are performing, what you will perform in the society, and what's your aspiration, what's your objectives. So your agenda is all being defined on this platform. This is an opportunity which literally IT is providing for the professionals. They can have their own website with they design their website, then can put content over there. They can highlight their activities. They can make it more fascinating and somewhat attracting others. And with that attraction, they can think of building of network, because that in the domain of building of network, the professional can think of situating multiple activities. They can think of the connection beyond the notion of space and time. And they can have the clients across the country, across the globe. They can think of the expansion of their professional activities. They can enrich their experience. And that experience need to be disseminated in the public domain. So WordPress can be used as easily accessible forums in which academics can communicate their ideas in short forms, right? So this platform is an innovative way of displaying your content, displaying your online identity, and you can have the connection to the public, and that connection is being according to the professionals and their professional capacities. They therefore allow academics to promote their research and share it with a far greater audience than they would usually find in the traditional forums of publication. Even WordPress is also being used by the researchers, academicians. If they need to have their publications on a particular domain, they are putting all the content in that domain, right? And it is providing far greater audience than they would usually find in the traditional forums of publication. Print media doesn't have that reach, wide reach, but online visibility and online digital media providing audience which literally have greater, far-reaching audience. The C part, the third part of the professional digital practices is receiving feedback. As I already told you that digital media providing the possibility and opportunity of interactivity, which is not being possible in the conventional technologies. Information technology literally providing this platform where we can have the interactivity, right? So microblogging platforms having that opportunity of receiving feedback, get to know about the products, get to know about the problems in the product, what the public is literally thinking about the product, how it could be customized, how there is the need of innovation, and accordingly they bring about changes in the product. It would be possible with the receiving feedback. And online literally having that platform by which you can get instant feedbacks, right? Facebook again is the interactive application software where we can have that interaction, right? You are getting the feedback, and that feedback could be understood in relation to the particular pattern. The feedback that are coming on the social media is not random. The feedback literally has some sort of pattern, and being a student of digital sociology, we need to understand that pattern. We need to unfold the pattern and try to look into that how the people are reacting. If you are posting any content on Facebook. So this is a part of research where you try to look into that, how people are reacting on that, how they are creating the interaction, what are the modalities they are using and exploring, how they are perceiving the content, what their take is regarding the content, and that interactivity somewhat creating data, and that data is being used by the professionals, because that data literally defining the pattern. The data is being used by the political leaders. With the use of the data, the political leaders can think of the capturing of power. The power can be manipulated, the power can be processed, and accordingly they can think of the means by which they can claim the ownership to the power. Twitter, we have already discussed that how powerful platform it is, how it is providing the opportunity to have the interactivity, and the leaders, capitalists, entrepreneurs all are getting feedback. Without getting feedback, how you could bring about changes in the production of product, production of goods, production of services? By having the feedback, you feed forward it, and this feed forward process somewhat creating the customization in the goods and services. Right? This is the way that you are connecting to the people. This is the way that you are creating the interconnection between the business and the clients, the business and the customers, the business and the public. And the consumerism can be defined. With the use of this technology, the market research could be framed, and the consumerism can be a platform by which the product would be much disseminating in the society. Academia and LinkedIn also providing the same platforms. Academia is an exclusive platform by which the researchers are getting connected, right? And they can have the publication of their work. With that publication, they can have the credit of the citation, and which helps them in their academic life, right? They will have more API score. If you are having more citation, you will have high API score. Your publication, good quality publication, your online visibility, DOI, where the people are being connecting to the work that you are doing, and accordingly they literally providing you the high score in API. So professional activities can be done by using these platforms. LinkedIn, this is amazing platform by which having the connection between the researcher and the corporators, the universities, the different institutions all are being connected, and they having the information accordingly, and that information somewhat creating the web of connection. And that web of connection is actually being used by the capitalists, used by the researchers, used by the professionals like doctors, lawyers, professors, and it is being extensively used in digital professional practices. The D part is regarding establishing an e-profile, that we have already taken a part of discussion, that what is the importance of the e-profile. E-profile somewhat gives you an online identity, online visibility. You want to publish your work, for that purpose you need to have your profile, because the people are connecting to you by accessing your profile. They get to know about your academics, they get to know about your professional practices. Just like I'm giving an example, telemedicine, right? If you want to consult to the practitioner, you are sitting in a state and the practitioner they are in another state, and you want to connect that person, right? Or you are connecting any hospitals, you are looking for the practitioners for a particular health problem that you have. So you are accessing the profile of the doctors and get to know about which doctor would be suited to you according to your health requirement, and even there would be the list of the practitioners. So you go through the reviews of the patients, how they are giving the feedback regarding any of the practitioners. You try to look into the profiling of the doctor, that what are the practices that he is doing, right? As so far, what work he has done, what is his experience, and on the basis of all these credentials, you literally developing the connection with your doctor and having the telemedicine. You are having online consultation, and on the basis of that online consultation, you are somewhat creating the connection with the doctor, and you can have the follow-up accordingly. So e-profile literally promoting the services of the professionals. Similarly with the professors, they are also having their e-profile. They have their web pages. They have their own websites. The WordPress is an opportunity where they can have their own websites. They are putting their publications over there, and those who want to have the access to the profile, they accordingly contact to the professors, because every professor is literally having their own research interest, and the students literally accessing the profile of the professors, get to know about the research interest. If they found it is interesting and merging with the interest of the students, right, they contact the professors and may continue their research under the supervision of any of the professors they wish to. And LinkedIn, Academia, web pages, that we have already discussed, that it is an important. First you need to have your e-profile, right? Even you want to have your publication online, for that purpose you have to develop your ID, online ID and that online ID being accessible to the different professionals. Online ID literally gives you the online identity. Getting the quality publication, for that purpose you need to develop the ORCID ID, and ORCID ID is an important step in getting publication, high quality publication, because that ORCID ID is somewhat creating e-profile of the researcher, right? And the publishers accessing that e-profile through ORCID ID and get to know about the academic credentials of the researcher, and they accordingly having the association with the researcher, right? So we have already discussed the LinkedIn, Academia Edu and web pages. Coming on the discussion of curation and sharing of content, right? Here the digital social practices could be carried forward in a domain where they can have the opportunity to curate and share the content, right? Just like ResearchGate. ResearchGate is providing that platform where the researcher can publish their work, enhance their readability, creating connection with the different academicians and the researcher, and somewhat have an exchange of the content. ResearchGate promoting quality of work, right? If you want to access the academic credibility of any professor or the researcher, you just access the ResearchGate ID. That ResearchGate ID will give you the understanding of the academic credentials or the quality publication of the researcher, right? ResearchGate has its own online visibility, has its own platform, right, where the quality of publication being merged over there, and there is the curation and sharing of content with the using of this ResearchGate platform. There are many platforms like that, even Google Scholar. I already talked about Academia, right? But ResearchGate having its own domain, working in its own platform. It is developing its own way of citing the work, and you may have the variation. Google Scholar may show you the citation which may be different that of the ResearchGate, right? And many cases it happens that some literally consider Google Scholar as authentic data. Some consider that ResearchGate ID is important to get to know the quality work of the researcher, the academic credential of the professors and the teacher. So having the different platforms but literally doing the same work. SlideShare is an opportunity where the professionals, they literally having the slides, they can share the slides and you can have an idea. You can have idea about the work, research area, thrust areas, and the idea that you are getting through SlideShare is being used by the researcher, and accordingly they can frame their own content. Pinterest is also providing very amazing and innovative tool, right? This Pinterest is literally used by the researcher to get to know about the construction of images of the content. That is amazing. When there is an opportunity to get the content of the images which is being provided by the interest, it is being used extensively used by the researchers. It is being used by the publishers, right? Scoop.it is a content marketing software which is being used by the marketing agencies, being used by the industrialists. They are being using it and further marketing the product, enhancing the marketability of the product and goods and services. They are literally creating the platform where they can think of the connection between the producer and the consumer. And it could be possible with the use of this application software called Scoop.it. And Mendeley is a reference manager, which is being extensively used by the researchers, professors, teachers, other professionals. It is an amazing tool where it is literally providing the reference work, right? Which literally creating the connection across the globe. What the researcher literally doing in a particular domain, they are literally having their own reference work, and that reference work is being connected to the reference work of the another academician or the researcher. So this is the way there is the connection of the references, connection of the research work, and they can develop their own references with the help of this tool. F part is related to the teaching. Teaching is a professional digital practices which is being performed by the professionals, particularly professors, doctors, and other professionals, right? So as we witnessed during COVID, we were bound to come on this platform where online teaching was the only option available to us, and we literally being connected to the students with the Zoom application, Google Meet, right? We were having online classes. We being connected with the students. We developed Google Classroom group where the students literally sharing the assignments, right? And we accordingly share the content. We also providing the study material to these students, and students also having the opportunity to interact with the professors. Microsoft Teams also literally creating that platform where the innovative ways of connection, where the teachers and students get connected. And this is the way that we literally promoting online teaching. And even this course is going to be online. The student who are getting registered, they will have an opportunity to learn this course online. This is also a part of e-learning, where the use of the digital media and how professional practices could be feasible. So we are able to develop this connection that because of the use of digital media, and this digital media somewhat defining the practices in the society. So as so far we have discussed that professional digital practices are innovative ways of dealing with the activities that the social actors are performing, and digital media literally providing the platform for the development of many activities where the professionals literally having the opportunity to develop connection, promote their work, enhance their clients, and think of new ways of getting connection and develop the network and capitalize the network as per their own needs. So thank you very much. We will have further discussion and going to have detailed discussion on digital sociology.